I'm going to discuss my experience and participation with marijuana. I'm at the moment giving it up for 21 days. I'm on day... I think it's day 7. I gave it up. I started the process like a year ago, and I gave it up for months. So I was like really addicted to it. I'm gonna explain that in a minute, but so I gave it up for like a few months, and then I started using it again, and I still was dependent on it, so I gave it up again. So I gave it up for probably a couple months, and then I started using it like once in a while with friends or whoever, and sorry, my dog's right here. So I gave it up for a couple months, and I started using it again, and so now I'm back to 21 days of no marijuana because I started being more dependent on it. So I started smoking when I was probably like 14, I think was my first time, and at first, you know, it was just fun to do once in a while. There's no like really addiction to it. Ow, Henry. This little guy is antsy. Stop. So, sorry. So I started using it pretty like right before high school. And I have 4 older sisters, so I got influenced by them. Stop, Henry. Come on. I'm not influenced, but, you know, they were in high school, so I wanted to try it with them. So I got more into it through my sisters, and then when I was in high school, my really good friend, we were kind of buddies, hung out a lot, and we started smoking a lot, and we were kind of known in high school as like, not potheads, but sorry to sneeze. You know, girls that like to smoke, I guess. So, you know, every day we'd try to find some or buy some. My sister's boyfriend was into it, so we used to buy a lot from him, and we just started smoking more and more. And so after a while, it was, you know, always I wanted to smoke no matter what. I would just, like, whatever we were doing, going to the movies, going to a friend's house, or going to play ice hockey or whatever. We'd do it all the time. So it became an addiction pretty much. So then later on we would like through college I stopped for a while because I played ice hockey and they tested, so I didn't really smoke. I wasn't fearful of getting caught or whatever. I mean, I did it after hockey stopped, and if my friends were doing it once in a while, I'd do it. So it didn't actually stop me from smoking, but, you know, I cut down a bit because there was a chance of getting kicked off the team if I got caught. So, so I smoked pretty much through college, and it got heavy about a couple of years ago. I'd smoke like 4 times a day. I'd smoke before work, smoke like, sometimes I smoke during lunch hour, then I'd smoke when I get home, then I'd smoke at night. So it's just like, I didn't want to function if I wasn't high, pretty much. So, not good stuff. So, I smoked it was pretty much suppression, because I was pretty insecure about myself. Through experiences in my life of getting made fun of and really defining myself based on how others saw me and how I pictured in my head how they saw me, and I pretty much am just judging myself. I really did judge myself, never allowing myself to actually see myself for who I am really. Like, I would just see all the bad points and totally judge the way I looked, my looks. I had issues with my eyes because people used to make fun of me and say that I had Down syndrome because of like the shape of my eyes. So, I was so conscious of that, so conscious of what I look like, so conscious of what others, how they looked at me, how I was treated, and if I saw any signs of like they rejected me in some way, I just go silent and not express myself, not experience myself freely. I just totally go into suppression and just shut down pretty much, because I was so afraid of ridicule or abuse by others. I've written about that on the forum and how I was abusive when I was younger to others, so I see the cycle in that with my own experiences. Abuse definitely causes abuse in your life. If you're going to be an abusive person, you're going to get it back. One and equal, so I definitely experienced that within my life. It's actually helped me see the full cycle of it and how not cool it is to abuse others, because obviously you don't want to be abused yourself, and the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, it's all not fun. So, through the experiences in my life of being abused and abusing others, I realized that abuse is just ludicrous, really. It's obviously not how I want to be treated, so why treat others that way? And with the principle of oneness, you're really just abusing yourself when you abuse others, and abuse is not the way to go. So, as smoking-wise, it's abusing your body. I used it abusively because I just wanted to get away from life here, get away from, how I experience myself and all the programs that I define myself of and by inferiority. Ugly demon, the looks. I'm going to do a part 2 because this is too long, so I'll be back.